Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Wednesday, August 27th. The market is focusing on NVIDIA results, which will come out after the market closes, and we can probably see how the market's going to absorb that announcement in the Asia session. Remember, we're looking at futures. These trade 23 hours a day, so the day session closes at 4 o'clock Chicago time, opens again at 5 o'clock Chicago time. So you'll be able to see how the market reacts to that announcement. And plus we have Friday with PCE, so we'll keep our eye open for that. What does it say to us about the Russell? Well, it did break lower. The selling that you saw did continue, but it got low enough to find a bounce. Asia just opened. It does imply further movement to the upside, but I don't look for a dramatic move until we get more information about NVIDIA. Well, if we look at what's happening in the currencies, the euro means here it tried to firm up a bit. It did trade above its buy level. Dollar difference here in that market, again, just to give you a reference, is $225 a contract. I do look for follow through to the upside. This structure here is bearish, but this market did not break to the downside. So it implies a market that wants to go sideways to higher. I do not look for further weakness in this market. So that means the euro stays stronger, US dollar would be weaker. If we move on though and take a look at what's happening in the bond market, depending on especially what happens on Friday can really have a big influence here. Right now the bias is for a move to the upside. I'm looking for an inside day for Wednesday. And in copper, here's a market that is trying to figure out what to do. Fundamentally, it's theoretically bullish. I think the bias here is for a move to the downside structurally, but I'm looking for a sideways move. It did trade below its sell level. That dollar difference there is $250 a contract. It closed above that sell level, so it closed underwater. And can it follow through? Again, I'm looking for a sideways move in that market. And you know, when it comes to corn, we got a mixture of fundamentals out there. I think corn looks pretty good supply-wise from a fundamental point of view. I do not look for a big rally here in this market or a big break to the downside. A sideways to lower movement, though, would be expected for that market. Well, those are my thoughts for today. I hope you found something helpful, and I'm looking forward to being with you again tomorrow. In the meantime, take care.